Good morning.
Do it again.
Oh my fucking god. No, we're going in.
I won't interrupt you this time, I promise.
Alright, hi.
I think there's a little bit of delay on the disc. Oh, sorry.
Holy fuck, Matthew.
You can start it, Ben. You got this.
Are we starting the podcast?
Did you not hit click on Audacity again?
No, man.
Welcome to...
Hey, guys, I think I have a good idea for how to start.
Does anybody have a good intro?
Guys, I think I know that we could start. I have an idea. It'd be really funny.
Whose intro is it anyway?
That would be a great idea.
I think it's our intro.
Hang on, I have a great intro idea. I would like to subtract 2 Gangler's podcast points from Matthew.
Hey, that's a great way to start the podcast.
All
right,
Gangler's podcast.
Welcome to the Gangler's podcast, the only podcast suitable for children between the ages of 6 to 7.
Yes, all other podcasts are much too thrilling. And we perform a nice, like a calming blandness, that's what I would call it.
Yeah, we're the only podcast with a pH level below 3.
We're really acidic.
I was gonna say, what did that mean? Wouldn't that make us very acidic?
Damn.
Extremely acidic.
Scratch that. Edit that out.
That's not very based. Haha.
Edit that out. Edit that out, Brian.
Well, another thing I would like to do at the start of the podcast is there was an unawarded point last podcast that I would like to quickly award. As I was doing editing, I realized that last episode, at the beginning, the narrator died, meaning that Bloodedge The Minion is another Gangler's podcast point.
Don't say his name. It's like Beetlejuice.
Well, then I should be fine as long as I don't say it 2 more times.
Correct.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, we have such a cast of characters. I forget about them all.
Yeah, we're not the only Ganglers.
Like Delaney is still in there.
Some of our Ganglers are just brooding in the corner.
Mm-hmm. Science says that Ganglers were around long before Jesus Christ, so we're just carrying on.
The original apostles.
Yeah.
Some say that the cross was really big because Jesus was a Gangler.
4 to 5 Ganglers agree that if you have a podcast,
he sent all of his Gangler podcast points out into the world so that he could finally die.
We were forgiven for all of our negative Ganglers podcast points and given. And if you accept Gangler Jesus into your heart, you too can grow and retire in podcast heaven.
You'll grow podcast butterfly.
Which is when Spotify finally gives you all your money.
Spotify gives you your 4 thousandths of a cent.
You get your YouTube AdSense from the... Oh boy, we got like 6 views on the most popular
Moving
video.
into our first question.
We have questions? Questions from our fans.
What have you lads heard about Last of Us 2?
Yeah.
That seems really like if it's The Last of Us, there's a second The Last of Us. Like, it wasn't the last one, so I think it's inappropriately named. That's it.
So that's all. That's your thoughts on it.
That's my joke. I'm not a real gamer, so you guys can.
I mean, it's not necessarily a game I would necessarily play anyways, but I've also gotten word that it's not good. Really? But I've also gotten word that it's great. Mm-hmm. So very mixed opinions from a lot of sources.
Well, I really liked The Last of Us Part 1.
Yes.
Really liked it.
Yes.
Giraffe.
And the gameplay, the graphics and the gameplay for Part 2 looks really good. And the cutscenes look amazing. Other than that, I really haven't heard much. I've just watched the trailers. It looks good.
I saw an advertisement for it at Kroger and it was like a not Kroger, Walmart. I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, much grunge.
It was in the produce section.
Of Walmart?
Yeah, you have of Crow. You have to like pull out a bag and you shake out those little baby bags, and then you stick your Last of Us disc inside of the bag. Yeah, that was it. That's all I have.
That wouldn't be the weirdest merchandise I've ever seen for a for some IP at Kroger. Because have you ever heard of Star Wars oranges?
Oranges?
Yes.
Are
Star
they like
Wars branded a thing of oranges and sold them at certain supermarkets.
And was there a sticker on them with Yoda? Like
nothing was changed about the oranges.
No.
It just says Star Wars on the bag.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, Star Wars.
Is there even a sticker? Is there anything?
Okay, it's a sticker on it. Like, you know how you usually have the brand of oranges on there?
Yeah, like Sony. Yeah.
Yes. Like Sony oranges.
That's where the Minions came from. That's not different production, but whatever.
Now, if they actually modified the oranges, I'd be impressed. But no, it's just a sticker that says Star Wars, and then in smaller text it says oranges, as if you didn't know what was in the see-through.
He's making sure that they're not like, I don't know,
Tangelos or like Mandarin oranges.
I was gonna say like purples, like you just name it by the
Coming next month, Battlestar Galactica lettuce.
I really wish you raise a valid point, Matthew. I really wish there was other foods just named as colors.
I feel like this is something a lot of people have figured out, and I'm just one I'm just one man along the way who discovers this great truth.
Well, we've already got two.
Or it's just like, if oranges are called oranges, why aren't grapes called greens? What was the other one, Garrett?
Grapes are a terrible example to give for naming a fruit after a color.
Or anything named greens, because sometimes people refer to vegetables as greens.
There are greens, like collard greens and stuff.
Yeah.
That's true. Is that the other, Garrett? You said there were two different.
Lemons.
Right.
Yellows.
No, Ryan. What do you taught you? You know, when you mix red and lemon, you get orange.
And
of course.
And yellow, as everyone knows, is the only color that starts with a letter.
Oh gosh.
Wow.
That's a hard one to wrap my head around. This is a good podcast.
Hey, so no thoughts about Last of Us.
I was about to say, did you have anything more on The Last of Us?
Not sure how we got there.
Oh, sorry. I wanted to do a little bit of a detour. A Star Wars detours.
Hey. All right, what about Last of Us? Give us that sequel. Bait.
Before Ben goes into that, I have another Star Wars topic.
This is the Interrupt Ben podcast.
Have you ever heard of Star Wars Vienna sausages?
Oh my
god.
Please tell me that's not real.
You're lying. You are joking.
I'm not lying.
No way.
Put up a picture right now.
At a Comic-Con.
I can't believe. At a Comic-Con?
Yes. Vienna sausages.
The corner market for Vienna sausages.
This is so different because oranges, I feel like it's almost like a platonic sauce. It's like a perfect sphere, and it's a color, and it's like pure. A Vienna sausage is so weird and earthly. They're like squishy and just bags of little meat bits.
But in how earthly they are, they're also alienistic. It's like they're from a whole other planet.
Vienna sausages are created on
Star Wars food.
See, I don't get
what's a nerdy Star Wars planet? Kashyyyk. Yes, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Well, Garrett,
I don't get how we think, Spam is bad because it's so compact in a can and lasts forever. But like, we praise Vienna sausages.
Do people praise?
It's literally the same thing in sausage form.
I've literally never heard anybody say anything good about Vienna sausages.
Wait,
maybe it's just my family then.
Ben, are you saying that you don't go to your Vienna sausage throne every night to pray to your Vienna sausages?
You pray at a throne?
My
God,
shrine.
people are so uncultured.
When you play the game of sausages.
Well,
No,
before Ben keeps talking about The Last of Us Part 2, I wanted to say the best thing about the Star Wars Vienna sausages that were given out at Comic-Con.
Yes.
They were very spoiled.
Oh
Like,
gosh. Because it took them a long time to get here.
Like, they should not have been legally able to begin given out. Like, it was bad.
These sausages expired a long, long time ago.
Yes.
Oh,
They
no.
were so bad that people were reported, like, vomiting, like, in the place that they were given out. Like,
Unreal.
that floor was covered.
And the smell didn't change at all.
Oh, God. Well, Ben, what do you want to say about The Last of Us Part 2?
Oh, let's see if I can remember.
So going on to another topic.
I got a lot of thoughts about how I'm
Star Wars Vienna sausages.
how I'm gonna decorate my room here. I'm gonna try to get a tapestry. I'm gonna try to, instead of like a poster made out of paper, I'm gonna be a poster made out of tapestry, and then I can hang it up and I can crumple it up and I can throw it over me like a blanket. It's perfect. And the tapestry will have on it a real, what should I have on it, you guys? What should I put on my walls?
The Last of Us 2 and everything I'm about to say about it.
All right, I'll start transcribing
on it.
Just
I'm
alien.
gonna.
All right, go ahead, Ben. We'll stop interrupting you.
Oh my god. All right. So Last of Us 2, people are giving it so much shit that
Wait, I'm typing.
not
I
deserve
gotta get all the words.
Oh my god.
I'd like to subtract.
How many?
I don't know,
Ben.
1 year off of Matthew's life.
Oh my. Oh. I didn't know you had that kind of power.
Separate chart.
Time has entered the
Is
chat.
this-
Oh, I have to
the
make a
power?
separate chart now? Okay.
Is this the power a top can wield? Wait. So you're making a chart now of how many years have been, like, how many years everybody has left?
Years of our life taken off.
Oh, okay. I think it'd be funnier to have years of life left, and like just assume I'm gonna live to like 62 or something.
I can make 2 charts. Go ahead, Ben, while I'm doing this.
Oh my god.
So, Ben,
Yeah.
would you like to continue?
Oh my god.
Award for hardest to watch podcast goes to...
I'm gonna lose it, guys.
People are watching this?
Oh my god. I don't even remember what I was gonna say. Last of Us 2.
People are
getting
giving
way-
it a lot of shit because...
Getting way too much shit for the stupidest reasons. Like, people have been giving it like 1 out of 10s just because, like, I don't want to give spoilers, but just because of things that happen a lot. It's really goofy. The reasons why people hate it aren't reasons.
Ben, is it because it is extremely woke? Because that's what I've heard about it.
Yes, like a lot of the reasons. Yes, a lot of people don't like it because it's good and woke. And
Like it's got some good feminist stuff in it.
yeah, and like the main characters are like they're girlfriends, and it's great. And there's so much good content, but people are like, "Ah, what do you mean?
Not in my video game.
Strong females?
Female gamer!
Yeah, and it's and then like people are just making up reasons to hate it. Like at one point in the game, Laura Bailey, whoever she plays in it, I forget her name.
Jester, that's what her character's name is. No, but whatever. Yeah, what about her?
Laura Bailey's character has like a sex scene with someone that people say looks like Neil Druckmann, who's the director of the game.
Oh.
And
But
so they're
probably
thinking it's like
not.
a self-insert sort of thing?
yeah, and people were like, he just fucking made this game so that he could dry hump Laura Bailey like in mocap. And like 1 out of 10. Like and Laura Bailey like
Abby.
tweeted, she's like, I don't think I should have to say this, but I never I never mocapped with Neil Druckmann on set. I just worked with all the other talented actors and actresses that were, doing their jobs.
Yeah. That's ridiculous, though.
Yeah, it's
Welcome
upsetting.
to 2020, everybody.
Yeah, it's an incredibly pretty game, and it's brutal. Like, it makes you feel bad.
Ooh.
Oof.
Brutal is the first game?
It makes me feel bad that that if nobody understands a game, I don't know. Seems odd though. Like why possibly single out this one? Like, I don't know. Like, I guess it's entirely because it's got some
good, I guess.
feminist stuff.
Yeah,
I guess.
it's a very popular game.
Yeah.
And it's talking about issues that a lot of people are afraid to talk about. So
yeah, but it just I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's
maybe I should play it.
maybe.
It's super
it's
pretty.
a great game.
Yeah, it's
at least the first one is. I can't say
Yeah.
about the second.
The second one is good, despite what the
critics might say.
Yeah, you might not like it as much as the first one, whatever. But at least have actual reasons to dislike it, rather than just being a butthurt idiot.
I would like to give one Gangler's podcast point to Ben for, I would say, a very well worded explanation of a game, some
And
honest
for his-
appreciation.
I would also like to give another point to him for being so patient and working.
Let's
through
not
the
go.
Star
Let's not
Wars
get
oranges
hasty.
and
Let's not
the
get
sausage
hasty.
Topic.
Oh,
I
did. I honestly
careful.
forgot that you were about to say that good stuff, and we just kept fucking interrupting.
Thank you, Ben. That was good.
Well, we
And
gotta
I'd
be
like
careful.
to subtract one Gangler's podcast point from all y'all for interrupting me. Just kidding.
No, you can't take it back. I think that one stands.
How about I just put us all at ooh?
Oh no! Ooh, you want the nice.
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
Good work. We've
on
made
the
it
top-
past.
Oh, sorry, Ben. Go ahead.
Oh, we've made it past it. I've said what I wanted to say.
We also have to be very careful.
And that's the whole podcast. Sorry.
Ben is tied for Gangler's podcast points with him.
He who shall not be.
The other
dealt
he who
with.
shall not be named?
Correct.
Howie Mandel.
Shh.
Mallard.
Mallard.
Mallard Handelson.
Well, guys, on the topic of video games, yesterday, I asked you, yesterday, a leak happened about a certain game. Which I'm excited for.
I know what I think I know what you're talking
Garrett is very
about.
excited for it, too.
I don't think I know. What is it?
Yesterday, I think it was on Amazon. It
was like some Taiwanese website, I think.
Oh, okay.
Taiwanese Amazon.
Another entry in the epic Crash Bandicoot series got announced. It got leaked.
But they're calling it Crash 4. It's about time, but it's not a remake of Wrath of Cortex, which is the original Crash 4 to some people.
Yeah.
It seems like it's a completely separate game. Which if they can make a new game with the new Crash engine, I am so excited to see what they're able to do with it.
I will say though, it's a different company than the guys that did the remake.
Okay.
So it's not a Vicarious.
It could still use the same engine though.
Yeah.
Very funny.
It's still really exciting though, and the leak is almost 99.9% real because it uses concept art from previously shown stuff by the company.
Well,
so wait, how do you verify that the leak's real?
Well,
I mean, if it's concept art,
I don't know. Okay, hold on. Let me explain. So
I want to hear it. I want to hear it
I'm
explained.
just going to pretty much like restate what I saw from a Game Explain video. So go watch that and like come back in like 2 minutes if you actually don't want to listen to this. But pretty much,
Should we? Yeah. Okay.
They had an asset in like the corner of the actual box art, and then the company that's making the game posted that on Twitter. And then a couple days later, the actual box art got leaked. And it had the same thing on it. And it looks beautiful.
All right.
It does look very, very pretty.
Crash is bash. That's what I gotta say. Crash is.
Well, and Crash games in the current generation of consoles really are like 1-1 for me right now. So this might be the deciding factor.
The only thing that's shocking to me is that it's not on the Switch yet. Only the PS4 and Xbox One copies got announced.
Interesting.
Leaked. So
Very.
I'd like to pick it up, but like if it ain't coming to Switch, I can't really do that.
Right. I still gotta finish Crash 2 and 3 on the remakes. Well, because because I only played the first one for my childhood, so that's really the only one I was like 100%. Let's do this into. Yeah. And then the others were kind of like bonus, but I still haven't gone back and completed them.
Wait, but you've already completed them as a kid?
I completed the first one as a child for the original PlayStation 1.
Okay.
As a wee child.
Well, yeah, I beat it when I was like 6. So, I am Epic Gamer.
You are Epic.
I played the Crash game where Crash and Spyro do a whole like Jimmy Timmy Power Hour thing.
Oh no!
I played that one.
Boy.
It was called actually I think it was called
It's Crash Purple and Spyro Orange.
Spyro Orange, yeah. It was like it really felt like a Jimmy Timmy Power Hour. It was awesome.
But those games are also infamous for being known as some of the worst in both of their franchises.
I enjoyed them. Wow, people are really just ugh.
Remember in Jimmy Timmy Power Hour 3 when the villain makes all of the Jimmy Timmy characters into dominoes and then he knocks them over?
Remember when they switched animation styles and Timmy looked like an eldritch being?
Do you remember when Sheen and Cosmo rode on a giant hot dog spitting fire?
Yes.
That was an actual... those were really good. I watched those a lot.
Jimmy Timmy Power Hour and other like collabs from back then with like cartoons, really good. Like Billy and Mandy meets K&D.
That's So Sweet Life of Hannah Montana. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Ben 10 meets Rex Generator.
Yeah, Generator Rex.
Yeah.
Rex Zero Generator, though.
So many good collabs. I'm surprised cartoons don't do that more often nowadays.
Yeah.
I'm going to give a Gangler podcast point out to cartoon combination shows.
I liked the SpongeBob iCarly meetup, but that's just me.
What?
SpongeBob iCarly when
I wish
when
that
it was called iPineapple and
Keep going, Matthew. I want to hear this totally real collab.
Freddie said 5, 4, 3, 2, and he 5, 4, 3. He didn't. I don't think he says 2 or 1. And Sam did something mean to SpongeBob, and Patrick was there too, and Spencer built a...
Spencer made a spaghetti taco and gave it to SpongeBob. I remember this now.
Spencer and Sandy built a technology sculpture together.
And then Mr. Mosby showed up and killed everyone.
And Mr. Mosby raised himself from the dead.
He's not dead. He's not dead.
No. I mean, but in universe he is, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah, in the iCarly universe, which of course takes place in the year 4000 when the world is reset.
He fell off the cruise ship into Bikini Bottom.
Ooh.
Oh, dang, that would have been so much funnier.
That's
Sweet Life on
better collab.
No, that's not me that made that mistake, though. That's the people at Nickelodeon.
Yeah. Shame on Nickelodeon for not working with their biggest competitor.
They should have thought of something.
Matthew is the smartest mind of the cartoon universe, and they just didn't listen.
You know, the idea of making Adventure Time, the hit YouTube cartoon, into a full-length show, that was me.
Wow. I can't believe we're talking with the man himself.
That's
Were you
right.
the man that came up with Mr. Krabs' voice?
Yes, I am, boy.
Whoa,
There
Mr.
it
Krabs
is.
here, guys.
Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs.
I mean, I hired an actor to do it most of the time, but it was my idea. The whole
I invented the voice.
guy. Just sounds like he's saying guy.
Is that a hidden character in SpongeBob lore? Guy.
It's Guy Fieri.
Guy Fishman.
Mr. Krabs was cursed by a eldritch being named Guy, but he can't communicate it any other way than just laughing.
And the
He's crying for help.
And the only one that can save Bikini Bottom now is Thirsticles.
Oh no!
Save it.
It's not time for his sequel.
He's gulping it down.
He's the
That would be a
villain in
good-
the third SpongeBob movie.
SpongeBob did do a bunch of eldritch stuff. Like there were always big, crazy sea monsters, even like Rock Bottom or whatever. Pretty early on, with kind of spooky undersea stuff. It was awesome.
I loved like having weird
giant
mythos.
Alaskan bullworm. All the
Actually,
times they used King Triton or Neptune.
This is a great segue, guys. I know my segues usually stink. This is a great segue into talking about Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, which comes out in a certain amount of weeks when this is being recorded.
I am
25.
very excited.
I'm also
For the
very
remake.
excited.
Has anybody
Fantastic.
heard about the remake?
I've heard very little.
I hear that Bikini Bottom's coming back, baby. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, it's going to be roughly the same game, but they're adding in like the Squidward boss that was cut from the original PS2 game, and then they are like adding like couch co-op, but it's like that's just like extra stuff they add in so that they can cater to the people. It's like, well, I'll just play the original game, you know?
Yeah, they're adding in multiplayer. They're also catering to the speedrunning community because Battle for Bikini Bottom's original version is a speedrunner's dream. There's so many tricks in it, and it's one of the most fun games to speedrun. And the new devs of the remake are like they're flying out speedrunners so that they can like give them ideas of what like speedrunning tricks to put back into the game.
How can we glitch our game out so that it's good for the speedrunning community?
Exactly.
I think that's pretty cool, but I think there's also something really interesting when the speedrunning is so accidental and the things that are done are so completely like, this is not a speedrunning trick, but I like the idea of also having speedrunning based games.
I think it's the devs are being like kind of loose with the programming just so that like those sort of accidents can happen.
That's an interesting design like mindset to be like, we're gonna make this one like not that like tight.
Exactly.
I imagine
the boat together, but only like finger tight.
We're just gonna put some squigglies in the code.
I imagine like the guy's got the code all written. I was like, all right, boss, you know, we've got the whole thing right now. Okay, cool. Give me your chair. And then he sits in his chair and he's just like, all right. Yeah.
You made it so that
this is what we're working with now.
You made it so that if you do the spin move on Sandy, she actually sends you into level 3 with an uppercut.
If you do the Konami code, you win.
Speedrun completed. Who can type in the Konami code?
If you play the game on a Wednesday and talk to Squidward, he'll shoot you.
And you win.
Not SpongeBob, you, the player.
Well, all right, guys. I'm playing Squidward Murder Percent.
We only got one shot at this, so let's hope it goes well.
It'll only take one shot for him to kill you.
Oh my.
But what if it doesn't take one shot? What if you survive it? Do you just have to go right back into trying again?
He has aimbot and
gunshot?
it goes straight for the forehead.
You gotta make sure that the audience directly behind you at GD.
Squidward is hacking.
The dude's got 8 tentacles. What are you gonna do?
But how many guns?
He only has 6 tentacles.
One, but
Yeah.
he's using all 8, all 10 tentacles to.
All 9.
He only has 6 tentacles.
But he's used- It doesn't matter how many tentacles he has. He's using them all to shoot you.
What
I
do
feel
you
like
do?
that it does matter.
Garrett, when he has to buy shoes, it matters.
I'm going.
How many shoes does Squidward wear? Is it 4 or 6?
I need to know.
Oh my god! How many SpongeBob characters actually wear shoes?
Sandy
SpongeBob.
wears a.
It's just SpongeBob and Sandy.
Onesie.
What a
Just
revelation.
tweet in the comments. Why doesn't SpongeBob wear? Why doesn't Patrick wear shoes?
Get in the comments. Figure this
Patrick
out.
doesn't have clothes.
Does
Tweet
Mr.
in
Krabs swallowing the squeaky boots count as him wearing shoes?
That's the shoes wearing him.
Oh, that was. I'd like to give Garrett a game.
Also, there's that episode where Patrick says that he forgot how to tie his shoes. So,
But doesn't SpongeBob say, "But Patrick, you don't wear shoes"? In the episode,
damn. I guess you
Damn.
got me there.
this is called next level cartoon memory.
Fucking tricked.
Get breckled. I think Pearl wears shoes.
Really?
Pearl does wear shoes. Wait,
If
no.
I did,
No, I don't think so.
I wear shoes.
All right, everyone in the comments, look up Pearl SpongeBob feet right now.
go to DeviantArt.
Ben, did you want to say something?
Did I?
Yeah.
It's not related, I think.
Ben wants to do the ad.
I think this topic is over.
Ben did the last ad.
So you should do the first one now.
Oh my god, I'm gonna throw up.
More
I can
like,
do it.
Okay. Go for it, Matthew.
All right.
All right,
Transition music.
I'm gonna need a jazzy beat for this. Was that the music? Is that
Yeah.
scissors?
That was it.
I got scissors on this end too.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Okay, go. Are you?
They're not picking up on my end. There we go.
I'm just flailing scissors right
This is
by my
going great.
microphone.
Yeah, wonderful.
All right, I'm gonna start the ad. So it opens up on a parent and their child, and the parent says, "Hey, little Billy, you wanna go get a pair of socks from upstairs?" And Billy says, "I can't make it up the stairs without these socks on. It's a catch-22." And then the father says, the parent is the father actually, and says, "Oh," and then it cuts to and they're both just like crying on the floor. And then the smash cut to socks.com, where you can it's just like a sock store. You can buy anything at a sock store from your home, and it delivers to you.
Are you doing an ad or a pitch?
It's an ad, but since it's radio, I have to describe the visuals.
Oh, okay. Continue.
It could double as an audio descriptive ad for the deaf or whatever. Not the deaf, the blind. I'm not good at improv. That's the ad.
I was gonna save you, but I thought it'd be funnier to just let you keep going.
It's not.
Let me die.
Let me.
Socks.com. I don't want to do an ad anymore.
Thank you, socks.com, for the epic
For
promotion.
trying.
Socks.com, please never buy an ad again. I don't want to do this. Socks.com is my one true enemy. So please buy socks.com, coupon code Gangler.
Which leads me to another question.
It's gonna be a fun one to animate.
Any of you pokey lads, have you gotten the expansion for Sword and Shield?
I have.
I
You
have
have.
not.
Garrett, tell me about it.
It's $15 worth of content. What can I say?
Does it end
Great way to
fast?
start off.
If you wanted to end it fast, you probably could, but there's like it's like a couple fetch missions and whatnot.
Finding 100 Diglets.
151, thank you very much.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yep.
Yes.
Do you have to do that to progress, or is that
No.
just
No,
like,
no.
good,
It's an
good.
optional side mission that gets you a lot of the Alolan forms
Yeah,
of Pokemon,
it's
and, like,
Pokedex stuff.
and
Okay.
and like the original forms of Alolan and Galarian Pokemon.
Okay.
I don't know if I like the. They didn't make new Pokemon. They just took the same ones and made them tropical.
Well,
That-
they only changed about like 15 or so. The rest there's a lot of new ones.
Yeah, I suppose. I don't know. I don't like seeing a purple Raticate with a freaking beach hat on. I don't care. Like,
Can we get that animated? Can we get a picture of that?
Round.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just kind of a weird Pokemon cynical. I feel like
You're a
I don't
Gen
know.
One.
Some of the new stuff's just real wacky, and I don't know if I like it.
You're a Gen 1er, Matthew?
Yeah, that's the only one I played.
Oh my
I'm
god.
Gen
I'm not
1,
gonna die on this altar, but like,
Yeah.
I don't.
Gen 1 known for Rock with Arms and Pokeball.
That's the yeah.
Whenever
I mean,
people
not
bring up
good,
this
but-
argument that like new Pokemon uncreative, I'm like, oh hey, Geodude.
But okay, but
Grimer.
Geodude is
Dude,
great.
it's pretty cool.
I love
I
Geodude.
love them, but like when people say they're uncreative nowadays,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Magikarp.
It's
All
a
right.
fish.
They did the whole thing where if the carp gets to the top of the waterfall, it turns into a dragon.
Yeah, but on its own. I'm saying on its own.
Well, yeah. I
When
suppose.
people
All
say
right.
that modern
Magnets.
Pokemon designs are really uncreative or modern Pokemon names are bad, think about
Well,
the ones from Gen 1.
Yeah.
And even and on the reverse end, you go to Gen 8, and it's like, have you guys seen the coal one,
Yeah,
the
Carcoal.
Carcoal, and then it turns into Colossal, and
I like
Yeah.
him.
It's like
I like
a cold turtle or something, right?
yeah.
I love Roly Coly. Is so cute.
All right. I suppose my cynicism is based
Shut up,
in
Matthew.
Well, Matthew,
No, I'm
you were
saying
just it was
more
just a thing
nostalgia
that you're
than
not
anything.
very aware of, so I'll accept that apology.
I didn't actually apologize.
You're welcome.
You are forgiven.
I'd like
I'm
to.
sorry. I'm sorry.
I'd like to award one Gangler's podcast point to Matthew for sticking to his guns.
Yeah.
Alex. I don't know. Yeah, I think it'd be good.
I don't know,
think,
Matthew. Are you sure she should be sticking to his guns? I'll eat his bullets.
Garrett, I have a
Oh,
question for you.
Okay.
Let me eat Garrett.
Is it true that your Pokemon can follow you in Sword and
Yes.
Shield?
On the
Very
island,
true.
at a certain point, you do get a follower Pokemon.
Only on the island? You can't take them anywhere else?
Yes.
I haven't been off the island, but I'm pretty sure
Yes.
yes.
That is very sad. But
So-
I'll take
Though I don't know if they might bring it back when the next DLC comes out in like January. I forget.
That's cool.
It's coming out in November.
Oh, sooner than I thought.
Very funny.
So along with that, I would like to bring up a couple other things that were announced for Pokemon. Like
Toothbrush,
new Pokemon
toothbrush,
Snap.
toothbrush, toothbrush.
Oh yes, let's talk about Pokemon Smile. AKA
I
Pokemon toothbrushing game.
Wait. Is this real?
It's
Yes.
real.
Yes.
And
It's real. It's a phone
and
app.
It's really bad, but I use it.
Wait, you've actually used it?
Yeah. Well, I to be fair, I didn't actually brush my teeth with it, but I did. I tricked it. I wasn't. I
Ben's trying to
Just took a
defend
stick on the
himself.
ground and just like
No.
jammed it in your mouth.
It became much more awkward than I intended because I was at a friend's place when I downloaded it.
Oh.
I'm like, I'm gonna trick it. Little did I know, they want you to brush your teeth for 2 minutes.
Oh,
Isn't that the amount of time you're supposed to brush your teeth?
But fair. But that was a long time to just like mimic like wiping my finger on my teeth at my friend's place.
Oh.
So I did that for 2 minutes, and I caught a rattata.
Wait.
You can catch Pokemon in it?
Yeah.
What?
But it gives you a Master Ball to catch them. I'm like, this is kind of goofy.
The mechanics of brushing your teeth translating to catching Pokemon.
See, we've all made fun of it, but I'm pretty sure Ben is the only person above the age of 12 that is actually.
He's a man of science.
Yeah, there's a very complex gaming mechanics like hidden beneath the child seal on this game.
It's not a child-proof seal. It's an only children allowed adult-proof seal.
Yeah, I hacked past it.
Life
But
proof.
no, it's incredible. You get to choose your starter. I chose Squirtle, obviously, because water type, brushing your teeth, it just makes sense.
Yeah, it's the most effective.
Yeah,
Why would you want to light your teeth on fire?
No, I didn't want that. Or electrocute your teeth. You don't want it.
Electric?
There's not an electric starter, is there?
Pikachu.
Well, yeah, you get to choose.
But there's no Bulbasaur?
Yeah, you get to choose between Charmander, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Pikachu, and Eevee.
I think it'd be really funny if they just left out Bulbasaur for no reason.
Alright, we got all the starters. Just fuck Bulbasaur.
We don't need
Dang
him.
frog with a big old butt on his back. Who needs him?
But yeah, Pokemon Smile. Very, I'm glad somebody here tried it out.
Yeah, I still have it. I'm looking at it right now. I might brush my teeth again, like just to get a good clean.
This is actually how Ben starts having like perfect teeth.
Oh shit!
He gets addicted to Pokemon Smile.
He now has an incentive.
Can you believe it right now that I'm actually playing it right now as we speak?
Did you catch anything?
I'm brushing my teeth right now with my finger. I think
Pokemon
I'm tricking it.
Is Pokemon just making like basic health like games and apps now? Because
They must
like,
know their
Pokemon,
fan base because they don't go outside. Pokemon go.
Yeah,
they don't get enough
yeah.
sleep. Pokemon sleep, and they don't brush their teeth.
Wait! Pokemon Sleep?
Yeah, that was the thing they
Yeah.
announced. I don't know if it ever came out.
I don't think we ever got any news about Pokemon Sleep.
Yeah,
Because it's not a game.
It's real.
it's real.
How do you play a game by sleeping? I don't get this world
It keeps
anymore.
track of how long you
I was
sleep.
gonna say it's like it keeps track of how long you sleep, and then you might
Like,
catch Pokemon in
I
your
think
sleep.
it stays on you like a Fitbit, and it monitors your heart rate to make sure that you're sleeping.
And not dead.
If I'm not sleeping, can Drowsy come over and do a hypnosis?
Are there in-app purchases for Pokemon Smile? Like, can I get Mewtwo?
No, I don't think so. But good news, guys! I just got a Ponyta.
Bro, Galarian?
Oh my.
No, just an old
Absolute
Ponyta.
news.
Yep.
You actually you can bring Pokemon Smile to your dentist, and if you get like fluoride, you can get like one of the minor legendaries. And if you get like a tooth extracted, you can get Mewtwo.
No.
Mewtwo.
As your dentist is working on your teeth, you're getting evaluated, and then it's gonna put that to your Pokemon Smile score. And it's like if you get an S rank on your teeth.
Yeah, I just got a brushing advice notice from my Squirtle. And my Squirtle tells me, if you're a kid, let a grown-up finish brushing for you once you're finished brushing.
Squirtle doesn't have teeth.
Squirtle just starts talking in an adult male's voice.
It's got a beak.
But
If you're having trouble sleeping.
But also, I want to
Finish
dissect
brushing your
this
teeth.
sentence. It says, if you're a kid. So Pokemon knows that, like, not only kids are playing Pokemon Smile.
If you're an adult, delete this app.
There's an adult. What are you doing with your life?
I'm catching Pokemon.
Brush your own freaking teeth. You don't need my help.
And also, it gives you pictures. It takes pictures of you while you brush your teeth to, like, shame you. And you
That
get
sounds
to pick.
shitty.
Yeah,
Can you automatically like share it to Twitter?
Yeah. Welcome to Pokemon Smile, motherfucker.
Just in case you're 8 and want to update your status.
Yeah, you can decorate it too.
Oh, and there's like an advisory as soon as you open. It's like, hey, make sure that you have, if you're a child, make sure you have an adult present to prevent any accidents.
This is now the Pokemon Smile podcast.
Oh.
With your premium Pokemon Smile content.
Well, guys, on the topic of Pokemon-related health apps,
Jesus.
I've been recently reintroduced to an old Pokemon health app, which is the Pokewalker.
Ooh.
Gold, Soul, Silver.
Wait, is there an app for that now?
No, but one of my friends recently refound his Pokewalker.
That's awesome.
So I
explain?
remembered that and I was like, oh yeah, that was a thing.
What is this?
So back in 2010, pretty much.
Something like that, yeah. Soul Silver.
The remakes for Johto, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, came out. And they had this pretty much a pedometer which you could put your Pokemon from the game into, and you could walk with them. And then you could encounter Pokemon on this small little pedometer LCD screen.
So, okay, it's like a really early Pokemon Go almost.
Super turbo,
kinda.
Yeah.
Like
It wasn't based on your location, though.
If you played Pokemon Go on a calculator,
Pretty much.
Yeah, and it wasn't based on your location; it was just based on you walking. But
how many steps you got?
Yeah, I remember my friend would just tape it to a fan and and just let it go. And
that's great.
But also, I think that's how he broke his as well.
Oh no!
Either from just the G-force or it flew off. I forget.
Oh my. Oh. Guys, I think I have a funny ad idea that's based on this, but don't transition to ad time. I'm just gonna pitch it right now.
Oh, another pitch?
Yeah, this one, but the first one was a real ad. This one's a pitch.
Okay.
It's Pokemon Insulin Pump.
All right, go on.
Okay.
And you can use it so that Kangaskhan tells you when you need to, up your blood sugar or something.
Well, how does it work?
Blastoise uses Hydro Pump, and then you get insulin.
All the system.
A Vanillite will show up and it'll just be like, and you'll tap on it and be like, no, you've already had your daily amount of blood sugar for today.
No more blood sugar.
You drank
more
enough
blood
sugar today.
No more blood.
No more blood. Are you allowed to joke about diabetes? Is that still okay? Cool. Good times.
Oh my goodness.
What are they gonna do? Take our insulin?
They're more comfortable with their own blood than any of us are, so I think they're invulnerable.
People with diabetes are just insulin vampires. They sneak into your bedroom in the middle of the night and take your insulin.
I don't from my pancreas.
Bro, shout out to everyone with diabetes. You live in hopefully.
No, that's serious. No, Garrett.
I want to give.
To subtract.
No. I'll make up for this. I'm gonna give out 3 Ganglers podcast points to people with diabetes.
Man,
just 3 individual people.
No. To everyone who has diabetes, you all get 3 Ganglers podcast points.
Everybody with diabetes gets 0.000 however many
it's 3 per person with diabetes.
That's a lot of podcast points to hand out, Garrett.
This list is gonna get.
Do you want me to name those individual people?
I'm going.
I'm gonna look up celebrities with diabetes.
I'm gonna look up people with diabetes.
I'm gonna look up Pearl from SpongeBob Feet.
I'm gonna look up how to get away with a joke towards the diabetic.
Larry King, Tom Hanks, Drew Carey. I'm gonna say Drew Carey. I'm gonna say all of mine go to Drew Carey.
Yeah, because his points don't matter.
Oh, but they do here.
I like it.
All right, so I'll just change that. We're just gonna give all 3 of those points to Drew Carey
For being diabetic.
for
He's like the Howie
Drew
need to
Carey
put that
is
in
the
parentheses.
anti-Howie Mandel.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he is.
Just make sure you make it known that he's only getting those because he's diabetic.
Oh yeah. I'll put a disclaimer.
Oh no.
What is with all these jabs against the diabetics?
I don't know if they're jabs against them so much as
We're
I
just
don't
talking a lot about it for no reason.
they should be pretty used to jabs though, because they gotta like prick their finger for all.
Oh my God, Matthew.
That was pretty good.
Diabetes.
I would like to give a podcast point to Matthew.
Oh, so he gets podcast points for making fun of him, but I get them taken away.
Because he made a good joke. Yours is just dark.
That's fair.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Should we do another ad?
Should we? It's been 20 minutes since the last one.
I'm not gonna do it.
I'll do it.
Ben will do it.
All right.
Do you like places with absolutely zero humor? From the people that gave you TikTok, I'd like to give you Attaway General. Attaway General is arguably one of the most unfunny places in the world. It's a TV show with TikTok stars. It's bad.
Watch if you want to watch bad stuff.
Anything on Brat TV is just TikTok stars with bad acting.
And actually,
So
that
TikTok
ad.
stars.
Have you guys heard about Attaway General? Have you seen it?
I have heard of Attaway General. It's
I think from Drew Gooden.
Yep. But also because I frequent TikTok.
And also I'm Moist Critical.
My man.
Oh, so that was what that critical video was about.
Chess King. Moist
That was
Critical.
okay. I saw that too. That was
chess game.
Yeah, did Sean show it to you?
How
No, I
many
saw
what's his ranking? How many games is he won?
He's like above Grandmaster at this point, probably.
God.
Omega Master.
Well, no. How did he do in that one like streamer tournament?
I mean, he beat somebody that everybody thought he'd lose to.
Yeah.
So,
In 6 moves, didn't he?
yeah, in 6, he literally made actual history.
it was one of the like really like early things that people are supposed to be like watching out for, and the guy just did not watch out for it.
And the funniest thing was that he was betting on 4 moves, completely sarcastically.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "I'm gonna beat him in 4 moves,"
and
then the unheard of happened.
And if you haven't seen the clips, oh my gosh, I'll send them to you. They're incredible. I watch it every night before going to bed. But it, like, everybody else, like, when they realize what's happened, is just, they look traumatized, and they're just not talking. And then there's Charlie, who's muted, and he's just partying, and he's, like, dancing in the background. It's the happiest day of his life.
Victory animation.
Yeah. And everybody else is just, it looks like they watched someone die.
Murder.
Yeah.
He's like doing the thing that people who stream do where they don't really shout, but they kind of almost shout. They're like, "Let's go!
Let's go!"
Oh, he was doing all of it. And
his speech afterwards was great.
Oh my gosh. And like they, like on the official stream, they're like, okay, we're listening to Moist Critical now. And they tuned into his stream. And he was just he was just in the greatest attitude, just like, you know, all adrenaline, just all confidence. And he's like, "Whew, thanks for the 10 gift subs, Pikachu. My cock is throbbing." Throbbing. What's XQC's chat saying right now? And then they muted him again.
Oh, man, what a content creator to, I'd say, go down in the history books.
Oh yeah.
I'd say it has, especially just through Ben, I've seen how Moist Critical can shape a young mind and a young humor, and that it's been wonderful.
Critical's been with me for a long time.
You're like almost the same person.
Yeah, eventually I hope to take up the mantle.
You're just gonna assimilate his YouTube channel?
I like to imagine it's like a Batman type thing, like the mantle of moistness. Mantle of moisture, maybe.
So on that day, Ben, would you intro the podcast as the official podcast at that point, or would he still own the official podcast?
No, I think I'd have to give up all my friends. You know, I don't think I'd be the same person.
I think we should. I don't know if we could get.
The day Ben becomes critical is the day we all stop being friends with him.
I was gonna say if we could get Moist Critical on the podcast for even, I'd say, a nanosecond.
Like, even if he just said like nut and left.
Ooh.
Just get him to just get him to get a sponsor.
I'm real. I think this is my new goal in life. I think.
Well, if someone just like donated $50 in a stream and said, "Hey, could you read this for me?"
But we need to have him on the Discord call. We can't just have a recording of him. It needs to be live. He needs to be here. He needs to see my eyes and how they water when he walks into a room. He needs to see that, like, as I stroke my beard, imagining his beard were mine. He needs to see me as I say, ooh, ooh. Okay, I'm done.
For how much
that was some beautiful poetry, Matthew.
Thank you.
For how much I adore that man, would you believe it that I only recently, just in the past few months, sent my first email to him?
Wow.
Did you actually email him?
Well, yes, because
Weren't you doing something for a project?
Yes, I made something that I thought he should see. Like, I knew he wouldn't see it in the 8 million emails he gets a day, but I just felt like I should reach out because I wrote like a 10-page paper on analyzing the rhetorical commentary within 2019 Guy. And it was pretty top notch. Got a B+.
Speaking of which,
I think that's the highest grade, actually.
And the video was played in class, so
really,
yeah, it had to be stopped because
the context of that song.
Yeah,
when he said that his dick wasn't big, that's when your teacher was like, "Okay, that's enough."
Yeah, but the funny thing was, my teacher I had sent him it beforehand, and he had watched it, and I think he just forgot what he had seen when he showed it in class. But, like, he had helped me create a thesis for it, which is really funny.
Really?
Yeah, he helped me with the thesis statement. And he's like, "You're being pretty broad. Maybe focus in on something."
I want to start a theory that maybe your teacher did this on purpose.
Maybe he's a Moist Critical fan.
Maybe he's a Moist Critical hater.
Maybe
he just wanted you to fail.
Or maybe he is Moist Critical.
I don't think that's true, but I wish it was.
And then he comes up and he goes, "What's up, Ben? Oh, I just gave you a B+ on your project. Let's rating."
This is the greatest class project of all time.
Nuts to butts. This is the greatest project I've ever seen.
If John Williams brought this project into the orchestra, they would say to him, "Whoopie doopie doo, we're gonna play our tubas with our asses because this is so good." That's the best I can do.
It's like he's in the room.
I couldn't think of a famous John.
John Valjean.
John Wick.
John Wayne.
John.
John.
Okay, this is good content. How many Johns can we name?
John, my grandpa, who died holding a pineapple.
He actually died holding a pineapple?
Yes, but the pineapple was not what killed him. It was a heart attack.
It was the grand
I'm sorry.
side of
I'm
the
sorry.
pineapple.
I'm sorry I laughed. I thought that was
for the longest time, I thought the pineapple was what killed him, and so I was deathly afraid of them.
Would get you at any moment.
I was worried that if I got pricked by one, I would die.
Oh my! And then you met a little friend of mine named SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah, he lives in a pineapple. His life is like a living dare.
Yeah.
He's like a clownfish living in a sea anemone. Like,
yeah.
Well, I'm glad you got over your fear of pineapples, Garrett. I suppose.
I don't eat them.
Yeah, who
Because you
got
respect
rid of that fear?
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I said for the longest time. It's still long.
It's still time.
Yeah, the longest time would insinuate that he is still afraid of them. Because that would make it
the
longer
longest. Yeah, I mean, the longest time would have to be still ongoing, or else there would be a longer time.
Exactly.
Fuck pineapples. Like -1 Gangler's podcast point to pineapples.
Yeah.
Maddie C, aren't you a fan of pineapples?
Not anymore. I'd say
Really?
It's real hard. It's real hard because of what Garrett said. It's real hard to support
an organization that
I mean, I'd say praise on the elderly. I think that's my mother has a very pineapple aesthetic for the summertime, and I got a pineapple lamp right next to me. So yes, I just brought it. Look at it, and you can't as a podcast.
I'm looking at it. Wow.
Look at. I'm gonna turn it on. You want to hear the click?
Please.
Wow, I heard it.
Whoa.
Can you hear it? There it is.
There it is. Woo!
Wow.
Talk over it as you're hitting it, so that way we can hear it as you're saying it.
That's the hardest thing I've ever done. Fantastic. I think I got to get out of here by 9:30. So
shut up.
No.
Yeah, I don't know when 9:30 is, but that would actually line up perfectly at the ending of the podcast.
That's why I did the math, baby. Hell yeah.
He did the monster math.
He did the math.
Is this Reddit?
It was a graveyard graph.
This is Reddit.
Look at this.
Also, quick side tangent. For D&D, everyone I play with always has the hardest time with coming up with a team name.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah,
Hard.
and we still haven't figured one out. But also that's why for my long running one, our team name's the Merry Nut Shack, and because we couldn't think of anything else.
So you would say it's the Nut Shack.
Exactly. And we just bought a house and we're calling it the Nut Shack.
I love it.
Wow. Yes. But in my online one in Wildmount, we've just every fucking day we're like sending each other messages like, is this a good team name? Do people like this? We still haven't found anything. But we tried like just taking the first letter of all of our characters' names to see what we could make. And my favorite one spells Reddit. It's REDET, but still,
That's still close.
We could be Reddit. So
That's great.
I'm still voting to be called Reddit, but
I think that'd be pretty.
Yeah.
Wow! Thanks for the 50 likes, kind stranger.
Speaking of subreddit, did you know?
Did you know gaming?
Did you know the Ganglers podcast has a subreddit?
Yeah.
Oh my god, does it?
r/Ganglers podcast.
Go check it out for all your Ganglers podcast needs.
We'll be posting every episode there from now on.
Yeah. I'll probably actually repost every other episode. Just to flesh out the post.
Make a mega thread.
Oh my god, we do. And the only post says shut up. Wait, there's 2 members but 4 online. One of which is me, so
I don't think we should post anything else there. I think it should just remain as shut up.
Does subreddits get like cold at a certain point?
There are 6 online now.
I just logged off, so who's online? The listeners in our live stream. I don't know. Third base.
Well,
Got
maybe we can call a friend to help try and figure out this mystery.
Yeah.
Hello? Yeah, I'm gonna need you here. Gadget here. It's me, Inspector Gadget.
No.
Okay.
I've seen that there are 6 people online right now.
Oh no.
Me and Penny are going to try and find out who's online.
I want to hear from the dog. Baxter. Bark, bark. I think he talks. Bark, bark. Oh, he just changed his name.
He just changed his Discord name to Inspector.
Which one of you has an external device? Somebody's obviously hacked into the mainframe.
Go Gadget IP search.
Go Gadget docs. The FBI is now sent to your house, Turtle Yell. Get ready to get raided.
I turn around in my chair and it's me, Dr. Claw.
Dr. Claw, how could you?
Inspector Gadget, it's me. I think this is what the voice is. Yeah.
Now it says there's 9 online.
Oh my lord, how are we getting traction? He changed my name to Dr. Claw.
Didn't Dr. Claw sound like, next time, Gadget, I'll get you.
Oh, that that does sound.
He had like a Shockmaster voice.
He had like a audio changer voice or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
I like mine better of a slightly whistling.
Like the whistling old man.
Deep southern old man.
I want to get you next time, Gadget. I'll tell you what.
Inspector Gadget, why don't you get yourself over there? Okay, that was funny.
Do we have a final ad before we?
We
Garrett,
just have 1 minute.
Just make it a 30-second ad.
Okay, I can do an ad. Have you ever been in a place and you had no idea where you were, but then you realized you did know where you were, and then you realized that? Have you ever had that dream that you had introducing the the newest product? It's a bouncy ball, and what it does is it bounces around, and and you can have the bouncy ball do a lot of things, like you can bounce it twice,
improv today.
and then
Wow. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Socks?
Socks.com.
Socks.com, excuse me. Attaway General and Bouncy Balls Bounce Around.
Oh my.
All right. We hope you enjoyed today's episode of the Ganglers podcast. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to share it with your grandma. You haven't called
By
her in
the
a long
trampoline.
time, Gerald.
Feel free to leave a dislike if you did not like it. We want to get better.
But also make sure to go dislike Attaway General. Give
On
them the
TikTok?
traction that they want.
All right, go fuck yourself.
That's a good close.